Hello, everyone, and welcome to the TIltingground Untitled Notre Dame USC football podcast. I'm Michael Muto. I'm here with Greg Lamont. Greg, how are you today?
It's that time of year, Michael.
We're warming up. This is a little something for all the listeners to wet their whistles, kind of put an end on last season, get everyone ready for the coming season. We have a season preview for everyone coming up at our normal slot. But right now, we're doing something fun, answering some mailbag questions, right, Greg?
That's right. That's right. We got some. I got some questions from some people who frequently listen, and
As do I.
we just need to shake off the cobwebs a little bit.
Right, yeah. We need to get everyone ready for this and get us ready for the season because we haven't done this in a while.
It's true, and this isn't gonna be just so I understand. This isn't about like the season coming up, right? Like I want people to realize.
We could. I mean, I'm sure we'll touch on a
I mean,
few
we'll dabble,
small.
but like
Yeah,
we're not
but
we're
no,
not
no,
going into like camp stuff and all
no, no.
that.
That's the next one you hear.
Okay,
And this for all the listeners. This is our 50th podcast, so you're listening to
milestone.
history.
It's going out into the ether. It can't
I
be
mean,
erased.
that's about 49 more than everyone else thought there was going to be.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Greg, let's kick it off. What's your first question? Who's it from?
The first question is from Jared. Jared sent me an email. Um, he was very interested to know what my most heart-wrenching loss was, like as a fan.
Okay, I'm going to go first because I think mine's the easiest. You spent a lot of time on it since everyone knows what the answer is going to be. Texas national title game. I mean, I was there. It
That's
was,
right.
number one versus number two winner. Matt Leinart, Heisman winner. Vince Young at the Rose Bowl. Would have back-to-back national titles
So
on the last play.
take me through the emotions. Take me where you were, how you reacted. I want to hear all of it.
So I actually was in the end zone, scored the touchdown.
Okay.
So the play was coming at me.
Okay.
And, as the fatalistic, pessimistic fan I usually am, he didn't convert on the fourth down. Well, first I was yelling. I was mad they went for it. I just didn't feel like they could stop Vince Young. So they needed as many yards as possible to have to score. That was my feeling. Then they didn't convert, so I was even madder. Reggie Bush wasn't on the field,
He
even
was
more
not.
mad. So, Lendale White had a great game,
He did.
but Reggie Bush, Heisman winner, he should at least be out there. I've said it a million times. Put him at wide receiver, put both of them in the backfield, just throw them off, make Texas think.
Hmm.
Anyways, so it was just so bad. Vince Young just runs around the end, untouched to win the Rose Bowl. Head in my hands. I knew it was going to happen the whole time. It was just a bad luck. Pete Carroll, the USC dynasty dead. It was just the end of times. And then it takes forever to get out of the Rose Bowl, so
Oh yeah.
to sit on it for a while.
Oh,
It was just
awful.
terrible. Just terrible. All right, Greg, what's yours?
Unlike you, I loved that game, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. Greatest college football game ever, from what I hear.
so I was thinking about this, and there's like really three games that come to mind. And I mean, there's a bunch of games like Notre Dame has had a lot more like terrible losses than great victories in my life. So there's a few that like just immediately come to mind. Um, the one that just tore me up more than any of the others, and the others tore me up pretty bad, is one that you wouldn't suspect, and it's Michigan 2011.
Now, refresh my memory. Which one's Michigan
Okay, so
2011?
that was their first night game. This was like Michigan's first under the lights night game. Denard Robinson. He had like a bunch of. There was a fourth quarter comeback. Notre Dame was up 24-7. he threw a long pass at the end. Notre Dame took the lead with, what was it, 20 seconds left, 25 seconds left, 30 seconds left. Tommy Rees shushes the crowd. He does the whole thing. And then Notre Dame turns a guy loose on the first play of the next drive, and they run it down to like the 12, and then Robinson throws a touchdown at the end. Now, there are some other horrible losses in my life, like that were much more substantial, like BC in '93, for example, kept Notre Dame from playing for national title.
That's Glenn Foley, right?
Yeah, and David Gordon with the kick, and then there's the Bush push game, which, I mean, almost.
We'll come back to that later.
I mean that just hurt my feelings, but he was so. But the thing about the '93 game is like it was awful, yes, but like Notre Dame was still in the Cotton Bowl. They still had, they still had something there, right? Like they could still win the bowl game and be national champions. As a matter of fact, like after the bowl game, I went to sleep thinking they'd get at least a share of it. And with the Bush push game, like it was terrible to lose. Like it was awful. But I do remember thinking, like, because that was Charlie Weiss's first year. And I remember going to bed thinking, like, we have the guy. Like we have the answer. Like it was bittersweet. It's like we lost, yes, but it was like this amazing game, and we found the coach that we need. Now that turned out not to be true, but like at the time, it's like it was a way to get over the game.
Program on the rise. Things were heading in the right direction.
This 2011 situation, it was against Michigan at night, and it was like super hyped up. Like just the fact that it was the night game, and Denard Robinson had killed Notre Dame the year before. Notre Dame had just lost to South Florida to open the season. And even after they lost that game, because it was like really weird, it was like raining, and it was like it took 5 hours, and there was a huge delay in between. Even after they lost to South Florida, like they were favored going to Michigan at night. And it was doubly bad because we went to Amy, my then girlfriend, who we weren't even engaged yet. Now she's my wife. She had just moved from New York, and we were watching the game at her new coworker's house. It was a game one. And so I'm supposed to be there making like a good impression, right? Well, I mean, I'm a wreck. I'm watching this game, and I'm kind of freaking out, and I'm supposed to be, doing the social thing. And after a while, I'm like yelling at the TV about stuff, and the way the game goes, like it's just like one bad thing after another. Like Michigan fumbles on the goal line, and it pops right back to Robinson. He runs it in for a touchdown. And Tommy Rees is about to throw a fade in the end zone for a touchdown, and the ball just falls out of his hands and recovered by Michigan. Like stuff like that's going on. They win the game, and I am so upset. I'm sitting in the corner, like at this person's house, who's now a really good friend. I'm sitting at their house against the wall, and I'm just staring off into space. And I know in my mind, like, this is not okay. I should not be acting like this in front of my wife's coworkers. But I don't care. Like, I just can't. I know it, and I don't even care. Like, it doesn't even matter to me. I'm so upset. So that's the answer.
I mean, Notre Dame really helped make the legend of Denard Robinson.
I mean, how many Michigan quarterbacks? I mean, Tate Forcier was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And you ask yourself, who's Tate Forcier? And I say, exactly. Who is Tate Forcier? No one knows.
I do. I was there watching the game with you when he beat Notre Dame.
Stephen Threet was a guy who almost did things against Notre Dame at one point. My goodness.
All right, I got one for you.
Okay.
This is from Dimitri in Point Loma. He says, your co-host Michael Muto constantly belittles players who stay in school instead of turning professional once they've conquered the college game. With Sam Darnold a projected top draft pick, What are your thoughts on quarterbacks who stay? Oh wait, if quarterbacks who stay in college for 4 years are better pros, do you think there's a correlation?
Do I think there's a correlation between
Staying
quarterbacks?
who stay in college for 4 years and becoming better pros in the NFL?
Well, there is a correlation. The problem is like how do you find causation, right? So would Peyton Manning not have been a Hall of Famer if he had come out after his junior year? Like you can't know.
You can't know.
You know, and it, like I mean, Tom Brady, he stayed for 4. But he kind of had to, like he was a 6th-round pick, so it's not like you know, I mean even after
he start.
Exactly. See, he was splitting time, so it's hard to say. Andrew Luck, same thing. Like he could have come out and he didn't. So that's the problem. Like you don't know. You only know the people who didn't make it.
Did he come out as a junior?
No, it was his 4th year. He stayed an extra year because he couldn't go to Colts camp because he in the spring he was graduating. So yeah, he couldn't go to camp or something. There's some rule, which is weird, but so I mean you have, let's see, Deshaun Watson. How long was he in college now?
All 4 years.
All 4. Well, he might have been a redshirt. So, I mean, basically, like he stayed a year after he was eligible. We're correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, I mean, if you're asking me, is it more beneficial for Sam Darnold to play in college 1 more year after this year?
Sure.
Probably yes. It would be better for him because he has a good situation, right? Like it's not like he's you know, it's not like he's you know, at a bad school or something, or he's at a school like Auburn or something, like with Cam. You know, they had a nice little team with him on it, but then like a bunch of guys leave, and it's like you should probably leave too, because if you stick around, like you know the help goes away, and then what?
Right.
But like he'll always have help at USC. You know, he'll always have weapons.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, you know, how many receivers they have on their team? Like 100? They got like 100. They got like 100 guys, and you know, they're always going to have a bunch of running backs. I mean, they got this Stephen Carr guy. They got Ronald Jones. They Aka Cedric Ware. Like, there's always talent there. So, you know, I feel like it would. I don't know if it would make a huge difference. Like the thing is, it's like he's the number 1 pick anyway. So it's like, how do I know? I feel like it would be more important to know like what kind of situation he's going into.
Like no one wants to be on the Jets. Like that's just a lose.
Yeah, like it's a bad organization, right? Like here's the thing. When players choose their college, they can choose the situation. So they know whether something's a bad situation. So like a great player wouldn't go to a school that was in disarray, right? They wouldn't go to just like a school that's just a complete, you know, mismanaged. You know, the athletic department's a disaster. The coaching situation is a disaster. Like they wouldn't. So, you know, they always pick situations where they can succeed. But in the pros, you can't do that. You know, some people have to go to the Browns, and some people have to go to the Jets, and some people have to go to these just bad organizations.
So, of quarterbacks still in the league who left early, who won Super Bowls, I think there's only 2. And it's Aaron Rodgers and Ben Roethlisberger. So that's not great for quarterbacks who left early.
No, and I mean, you look at but it's different if you're talking about like the conversation is different, like on success versus like draft stock, right? Because you can pick a bunch of guys who stayed a year too long.
True.
Like you can I mean Matt Barkley for one. Um, what's his name? Brady Quinn for two.
Matt Leinart probably for three.
Matt Leinart. Well, I mean he went 11th, right?
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, but even then, like he was probably seen as a higher pick. I don't know about Aaron Rodgers. He probably came out at the right time. I mean, people didn't like him for whatever reason. So I mean, yeah, like people who stick around, what happens is, they get film of you, and it turns out you're not that good. So, but it's hard to know, right? Like,
yeah, I think there's no real. It's just quarterback's a crapshoot, anyways. And this is just a fun marker to put on people. Like, you never know who's going to be good.
yeah, I mean, Jimmy Clausen left after his junior year, and his career's gone great. When I was on vacation, I saw him on this channel. They were doing like a flag football league thing.
Is he still playing football? Was he on the Bears last year?
I don't know. He was on. I think he's a studio guy. He was in the studio for Notre Dame games last year.
Good for him. No, Matt Barkley was on the Bears. That's the thing that really happened.
He played games. Like he did well.
Yeah.
Like
he had a chance to throw lots of interceptions.
People were like, Matt Barkley, like he threw for like 300 something yards in one game.
That's true. All right, next question.
Okay, so this is one from Anthony. He wants to know what player from each team, like what player from USC would Notre Dame take this year?
This year?
Yeah, this year.
All right.
To make the team, obviously better. And like I was thinking about it, like you have to take out the fact that the teams play each other, right? So like. Right. Yeah, so like I'm not going to be like, well, I'm taking Sam Darnold from you, and then
there'd be two Sam Darnolds playing. This is a totally fictional question.
No, I'm taking away Sam Darnold. You can't have him. He's on our team. No. So yeah.
All right, let me see if I can guess yours first. That'll be fun too.
Okay.
Who would you take from USC? So Notre Dame has good running backs. I guess it's Sam Darnold. I mean, it's kind of a dumb question because he's like one of the best players in the nation.
It is not Sam Darnold.
You
won't
tell me who it is.
Like, and I was actually talking to Tim about it earlier, and he was mad at me because I didn't say Sam Darnold. But here's why. It's
not a fun answer, anyways.
Here's why it's not Sam Darnold because if Notre Dame is bad this year, it won't be because Brandon Wimbush isn't good. Like he plays in like he's a spread offense quarterback. Like he's gonna throw for like 3,500 yards and 30 touchdowns. Like that's what's gonna happen. So like Sam Darnold is better than Brandon Wimbush, but like I haven't made my team, like I haven't changed the weakness. Yeah, like I'm assuming good play.
Right.
From the quarterback position this year.
Wide receiver?
No.
No, USC doesn't have good wide receivers. Linebacker?
No.
Okay, I don't know anymore. You have to tell me now.
So I was thinking the no-brainer was D tackle.
Okay. But no, USC not known for D tackles.
I was looking at your D tackles and I was like, I don't know anything about those guys. Like I had not heard of them last year. It's not like you got that Utah guy from last year. So it's like I would take him, but he's gone. So I want the safety.
Which one?
Marvell Tell.
Okay.
I want him. Because Notre Dame does not have that is a big weakness.
I mean, I think you could just take any USC safety. They're fairly interchangeable. From what
Well,
I
want
hear.
the one. I want the one who started for multiple seasons.
You want number 7, Marvell Tell.
Yeah, I want Marvell Tell. Give him to me. And I mean, I feel like that would change the way Notre Dame plays. I mean, if they had a center fielder, if they didn't have to worry about the back end, because right now it's a big problem.
Right. Okay, that's a fair answer. I would go O-line and take McGlinchey's back, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'd just take him. I don't know who's starting at left tackle for the Trojans. Yeah, I mean, it may change throughout the season, so just having a stalwart on the O-line is who I would take. That's easy. Now, I didn't know if this question was current or all-time.
Okay.
And I just want to tell you something that crossed my mind that I was very shocked by. So I wanted to see if there are any all-time Notre Dame defenders who I'd take to join an all-time USC Trojan team.
Okay.
Not a lot of great Notre Dame defensive players. I was shocked by the list. I thought it would be much more long and illustrious. It's just a bunch of D linemen and Manti Te'o.
Okay, who are you thinking?
Know, let's see, it was like Chris Zorich, Justin Tuck, some old guys who probably shouldn't even count. And then it kind of drops off after that.
I mean, there's a bunch of guys that. There's a bunch of guys who are really good. Like I would take almost anyone from like the mid-90s D line right now.
Yeah, all those guys are good.
Like they would like Ronaldo Wynn, Melvin Dansby, Paul Grassmanis.
But they're not like all-time greats. When I went through all of Notre Dame's defensive players of all time, when I looked at other people's lists, it was just a little shocking to me how I thought it'd be a little more full. That's all I'm saying. There's like a lot of guys kind of lumped together, I feel like, as opposed to a couple great ones.
Bryant Young.
Okay.
I mean, he's good.
I actually didn't even see him on a lot of people's lists, which is weird now that you say it.
He was good. Okay. Well, that wasn't the question, so I didn't think of USC people.
It's okay. Well, there's too many to choose from. Really is the right answer.
I mean, I guess.
And my answer is obviously the Rocket. So just to make you happy.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, I got another question. This is from Travis in Chocolate City, otherwise known as Washington, D.C.
I like it.
He wants to know who had a tougher 15 weeks or first couple weeks. Was it Clay Helton taking over for Steve Sarkisian, or was it Max Nikolaos? I can't even say his Greek name. After the med school scandal, that is very USC deep.
I don't know anything about this Max.
They had to fire the dean of the medical school over the summer
because
I don't remember. He did something wrong. That I don't quite remember. But it was news.
I don't know. I don't know about it, but my answer is the person who lost their job.
No one lost their job. Clay Helton was the coach of the Trojans, and the president is still the president.
They said he was fired. The dean was fired.
No, the dean of the medical. He had to fire the dean.
Oh, I see.
So he was taking heat for that.
He had to fire the dean.
He brings in so much booster money.
Yeah.
That I think USC has like their endowment like 4 times over or something. What the goal was.
I would say Clay Helton.
Yeah.
And the reason is because he has to talk to the media every day, where this other person does not.
This is true.
So it's stressful, but it's only stressful within his circle. Whereas like Clay Helton, he's got to deal with stuff like
and people expect him to win all the time.
Yeah, it's very public. Like I didn't even know about this other thing. So
You're not traveling to the message boards enough.
I'm not. That's the problem that I need to remedy on my own.
What, you haven't seen the new Target down at USC? You haven't seen the new Trader Joe's?
No.
There's a statue unveiling in the near future.
Oh.
There's a whole new village, USC Village for the kids. Things are going on.
Statue unveiling. Hey, OJ's about to be out. When's his statue?
OJ's gonna be free.
Yeah.
No one talks about that though. I think someone asked Clay Helton if OJ was going to be allowed on the sidelines. He said no.
Of course he said no. And why is he the person who has to be answering that question?
I don't know.
It's like, dude, where's the athletic director?
It's Lynn Swan's job. Who knows?
Like, dude, you need to be like the president of the university. Like that, they need to be out front of that. Like that shouldn't be Clay Helton's job to speak for the university's policy.
All right, next question. Hit me, Greg.
Okay, next question. I mean, it's not even a question. Like, I guess it's kind of a question. The question was from Pete in South Bend, actually. What is the all-time team in your lifetime?
This one was hard. This one was hard. I did some work on this one.
Yeah.
Because I was torn between 2004 and 2005 USC.
And you don't have to pick the team. Like you can cherry pick players.
Oh, I have to pick all 11?
Yeah.
Or 22? Oh man.
Yeah.
I thought I said to pick the best.
You could do that. You could do it like that. You can do it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You do it like this. You didn't prepare, so you do it like that, and I'll do Notre Dame.
I prepared. Okay.
Well, no, you didn't. No, but I'm saying
and wins.
You didn't prepare for the all 22.
No, I did not. I can probably rattle off real quick though. Let's see. Matt Leinart, quarterback,
and you can pick. You can pick the coach. You can pick like the type of offense.
Can I pick all timers, or can I pick only people I've seen?
It was posed as your lifetime, so like people that.
That's easier.
Yeah, so like you don't have to be held to account for like Anthony Davis or like Ronnie Lott. Yeah,
I just don't want to include him.
Yeah,
I'm like the Pac-12.
No, people that you saw.
All-century team. I just exclude OJ.
People that you saw.
All right, it's easy. So it's Leinart at quarterback.
Okay.
Tailback. That's a toss-up. I'm just gonna have to pick Reggie Bush and Lindell White because it's thunder and lightning.
You can have two backs.
You can't separate them. Mike Williams, Keyshawn. Let's see, Tony Baselli, Winston Justice, Ryan Khalil. Well, maybe Matt Khalil at the other. No. Who's the guy in the Cowboys? I can't think of his name.
There's a Khalil on the Cowboys. Oh, Tyron Smith.
No. Tyron Smith, yeah. He's the other tackle. I don't know. I don't know guards off the top of my head. Let's see. Then it's Sean Cody or Mike Patterson. Which one do I want? Because they were on the same team. Or Cedric Ellis. Oh, no, there's too many. And then there's the guy in the Jets. Oh, man. This is too hard, Greg. I'm just sticking with the 2004 USC Trojans. Because they had Cedric Ellis and Mike Patterson as the nose tackles.
They did.
Whereas the next year, they did not have those. And Matt Grudigan. And they did not have those players. They had a lot more fun freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
But they had not quite, like Cushing and Malaluga and Clay Matthews had not quite developed into the players we knew. And though everyone was a year better, like Reggie Bush, Lindell White and stuff, I still like 2004. And I appreciate what they did against Oklahoma.
Okay, I mean, see, the thing is like I don't really have a national championship team to choose from.
That's true.
So, okay.
You can go through your 22, though. It's all right.
No. I mean, I did it already, so I'm ready.
I know. You tell me.
So it was hard for me to decide at quarterback because I feel like I want to run some version of the spread. I feel like.
Here's a question for the listeners. Is it your favorite or the best?
The best. Like who I think
Okay.
would make the best team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So um, I'm going Kaiser at quarterback.
Wow. He didn't have a good year.
He did not. But here's the thing about Kaiser. He didn't have a good year because A, he had to deal with a stupid quarterback competition that he does not have to deal with in this exercise. Two, he had a trash strength and conditioning program. Have you seen him with the Browns?
No, I have not.
He's lost like 20 pounds. I'm so upset. He's freaking playing fat all year last year because their strength program was garbage. So now he's out there just looking slim and trim. So disappointing. So yeah, I'm taking Kaiser. I mean,
That's
because I feel like he's like he didn't have the numbers that Brady Quinn had, but it's like I feel like that's just a product of when he played because he was like just fine when he had Will Fuller on his team.
that's true.
So
And I mean, who are the other? Who's else is in the competition? What? Jimmy Clausen, Brady Quinn.
yeah, Jimmy Clausen, Brady Quinn, but I don't want Clausen because
Right.
he got punched in the face and even as a black guy. That's no good. So okay, so um I want I want Deshaun Kaiser. I want I want Reggie Brooks at running back.
Hold on, you have to stop.
Yeah, I saw that. What happened there?
My computer shut down for some. Maybe we're still going.
We're
Give me
still
a moment.
going as far as this is concerned.
It says live. All right, keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Okay, so Deshaun Kaiser at quarterback. I want I want Reggie Brooks at running back.
Not Ricky Waters.
I didn't really get to see him. I saw Reggie
All right.
Brooks. Like I saw him play in a game live. And I didn't really see Ricky Waters play. So that's why I'm going that direction.
Okay.
Yeah. So Reggie Brooks and Autry Denson. I'm taking the two.
Okay.
Because Autry Denson can catch. That's another thing.
And just wholly ignoring Jerome Bettis.
Well, because he's good, but like I'm running the spread.
It's 2017.
I understand.
What's Jerome Bettis gonna do? Nothing.
Well, it's not that he's gonna do nothing. It's just like I don't. I feel like Brooks and Denson will be better.
Okay.
So you didn't pick a tight end, by the way. Oh, actually, you didn't pick anyone, so don't worry about it. Okay,
I've been doing it while you're talking, just so you know.
I'm very excited about my receivers. Very excited about.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going. I'm going Samardzija.
Okay. He's a baseball pitcher, but okay.
Dude, the guy had like 1,500 yards in college, man. Give me my guy.
All right, it's fine. Just making sure in case people wonder what happened to him.
I'm going.
Why they've never heard that name.
I'm going Jeff Samardzija. I'm going Will Fuller, and I'm going the Rocket in the slot.
Okay.
And let me tell you something about the Rocket. Okay, he played way not on his time. I mean, think of like Percy Harvin, but like the Rocket in the Percy Harvin role, he'd score all the touchdowns. So I digress. Then we're gonna go Tyler Eifert at tight end. You
Yeah,
can
he
give
was
me
good.
yes, you can give me Aaron Taylor, Ronnie Stanley, Zach Martin, Tim Ruddy, and Quentin Nelson on the offensive line.
Okay.
Um, defensively, you can give me Bryant Young, Justin Tuck, um, Ronaldo Wynn, and Chris Zorich. So there's four. You can give me Manti, Jalen Smith, and Demetrius DuBose in the middle. You can give me Jeff Burris.
Oh, I didn't make a Manti Te'o joke. See, I'm getting old.
You're just not a good person.
About his dead girlfriend.
Oh man, that's
He actually might have been the all-time Notre Dame defensive player. He was on my short list. Manti Te'o.
he. I mean,
He was good in
he
college.
was. I mean, he had the most decorated season and for any defender in the history of the game. So yeah. So yeah, I'm taking Jeff Burris. I'm taking Bobby Taylor. I'm taking Tom Carter.
I don't even know who Tom Carter is.
That's because you're not a fan, Michael.
That's true. No, that is 100% true that I'm not a Notre Dame fan.
I'm taking Tom Carter, and I mean, I probably should take Shane Walton, so I'm going to.
There's no better DBs than Tom Carter and Shane Walton.
Well, Tom Carter was a first round pick, so
Who I don't remember.
he was drafted like I don't know, like 20th or something. I feel like if you're a first round pick in the NFL, you should probably. All right, you know what? I should probably take Todd Light anyway.
Yeah,
because he was really good. So I'll take Tom Carter and Todd Light. So that's my answers.
All right. Who's your punt returner? That was such a dumb question.
It was. I'm not even answering. I'm not answering.
I'd be like asking me, who returned punts?
Yeah.
So the whole time I've been trying to think of who my linebackers would be. That's actually where my head's been at.
Mm.
And I got to go Cushing, Claiborne,